Hello and welcome to VTOL VR. Now, I don't know if you've played this game before, but this is one of the best games that you can get for VR. You basically get loads of different vehicles, which I can't remember to select like that. You've got AV-42C, which I love flying. It's like a VTOL plane type thing. You got the FA-26B and F-45A. And recently, in the past few days, they've released the AH-49, which is a helicopter, which I'm trying to learn at the moment. So I figured I'd do a little video on this. Now, there are tutorials for it. There are tutorials for some different craft on here. And then there's some tutorials for the new helicopter. I'm not going to do a tutorial, I'm just going to do a quick flight. You can even get custom scenarios as well, which I think you can download from the Steam Workshop. People make these. There's an editor, not here. It's like a separate program. I'm just going to do a quick flight. I've done this once. I've not done any of the others yet though. I've not even done target practice. I'll do this one again. Just trying to hone my skills at flying this thing. Hopefully you can see okay. So let's do this now. Just gonna do some short flights in various locations, follow each waypoint, and finish by landing on a moving cruiser deck, which is difficult. If I go quiet at certain points, I do apologise, but I'm still like still learning a little bit. I should have really recentered my seat. There is a way to do it in game, but I forgot how to do it.
Get up and running and prepare for takeoff. Your first challenge will be to rise to 50 feet and then land right back where you started.
Uh-oh. We're messing up already. How do you recenter your seat? Oops, not that. There is a way to do it. Not them. How can I just quit? Sorry about this, folks. Put my main battery on. I can probably... There we go. I can quit mission. I know I can do it in the menu, that's all. Like... there. Okay. That's better now. Where's the microphone? Okay, so we're in the helicopter now. I think my microphone's probably here. Yep, there.
Get up and running and prepare for takeoff. Your first challenge will be to rise to 50 feet and then land right back where you started.
So let's start this thing up now. I've moved this here. So I've got it in between my legs rather than here. Because I don't know, I just feel like it's better there. You can see some of the helicopter here. You can even fold these when the power's on. Which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's close the door. Let's see if I can remember how to power this thing up. So batteries on, we need our APU on. We've got a little bit of power. We'll put our status screen on there. And then we're going to put this to idle, I think. Do the first engine. And we're looking this to go to about 30% and then drop back down to 10. I'm doing it right. Well, that one's up. Second engine. Turn the blade off. The rotor brake even off. I should have turned that off before I did the first one, to be honest. Looking at our power levels now. Get these on. Let's get all set up on this one. I'll have TADs and it's going to track our waypoint. We'll get our GPS on here. This all looks good. We can put this in flight mode now to get our rotors and our torque up. Torque's dropping down, that's good. We can turn our APU off because our engines are on. And we're pretty good to go. We can swap to the gunner's seat as well, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of turn this on, you can put your TADs on, which is like targeting. You can slave this to here, so you can control with my thumbstick. Zoom in, which is really cool. You can turn your weapons on. And what weapons have I got? Oh, I ain't got any weapons on here. Okay. Turn them off for now. Switch back to the pilot seat, and our first is going to be going to that one there. Wheel powered up. Take off to 50 feet is our first objective. So what I'll do is, because it's a bit sensitive, do turn the hover autopilot on. So if you're using this, if you're using this helicopter, if you've got this DLC, press the hover one, it'll keep you in a good position. Let's just raise it using this. Oh, maybe I do need to do some. Okay, there we go. It's 50 feet, and we're going to drop that down.
Okay, it's high enough. Bring it back down to your pad.
And let's go down slowly. Doing some tweaking on this.
Okay, now for a short hop over to the next pad.
Short hop over there. I'm going to stay in hover mode. Should be able to just get a little bit going by pushing forward. And the hover autopilot is just really, it's useful. It's difficult without it.
Alright, slight turn and a little bit further to the next pad.
So it's over there now, if you can see that there. Let's switch our waypoint so we can see it on there as well. We can change this so we've got a colour sensor as well. Oops. There we go. Actually, I think I prefer this to the other side. The hover autopilot is kind of making it difficult, but I don't want to spin out. I'll do. Okay, let's just enjoy you a little bit. Right. Left a bit.
The next stop is a smaller landing pad in the suburbs.
The next one is over there, if you can see it. I'm going to turn hover autopilot off for this. It's tricky to control. But I do think I prefer my I prefer it here. speed's there, 52. I want to try and null some of this out by the time we get to that tree line. Itchy head. Right, we're at 38. Turn this on now. Over the trees. Oh, we're hitting the trees. We're hitting the trees. We're hitting the trees. We're hitting the trees. Oh, that looks about right.
Okay, this one's between a bunch of high-rise buildings. You're gonna have to be careful descending into the landing zone.
Yes, we are. And what you can do as well, you can do this to head-mounted. So it's helpful when landing. You just press that. Okay, so let's tilt forward a bit, get some speed going. And if you've not played this before, you're in for a treat. It's not too expensive. DLC was £7. My target is just between those buildings there. Killing some power. Switch to hover mode. Might overfly this. Almost got it. Move that way a little bit.
Getting a little trickier. The next one's on a rooftop.
I'm going to turn the sensitivity down. I'll put it on the lowest, which I think is 60. Right, so we're on a rooftop now, over there. Then hover off. Let's give it some beans. Oh, I've not got hold of this. But then this is in the best place. There we go, you can see my reticle coming over, just going past no arm now. That tells you which direction I'm heading. You can also see it on the cross, there's a line coming from it. Switch this to the next waypoint. Build some speed because we're coming up on quite hot. And I'm going to switch to hover a little bit earlier this time. See the buildings around me. I'm going to overfly it, but that's fine. Switch our yaw about a little bit. I'm going to go too low, so I'm giving it a bit of throttle. Go forward a bit.
Nice. Now we're gonna hop from one roof to another.
Actually landed. Oh. I feel like I'm landed there. Oh no, our tail's damaged. Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Right engine failure. Left engine failure.
Oh no, I didn't expect
Right
that.
engine failure.
Okay, let's end this mission.
Engine failure. Right engine failure. Left engine failure. Right engine failure.
Let's restart that. Good fun though, yeah? So, APU on.
Get up and running and prepare for takeoff. Your first challenge will be to rise to 50 feet and then land right back where you started.
Main battery on 2, that's everything come on. APU's on. Throttle brake off. Set this to idle. Close the canopy because it gets loud. Start that engine 1 once we see some stats. Engine 1 starting. Adds waypoint. This one on GPS map. Start with second engine. Listen to flight mode. Rotor's coming into the green. RPMs will drop because there's some software governing that. Let's try this again. APU switched to off. Autopilot ready to go. Hover mode, 50 feet.
Okay, it's high enough. Bring it back down to your pad. Okay, now for a short hop over to the next pad. Alright, slight turn and a little bit further to the next pad.
It's very sensitive.
The next stop is a smaller landing pad in the suburbs.
Trying to avoid the trees this time. Black mountain display on. Back to colour. I don't think the locals are going to be happy with the low flying helicopter. Go to switch to hover. And hover. Overshot, but at least we've avoided the trees. Land up for the pad. The hover's messing me up here. There we go.
this one's between a bunch of high-rise buildings. You're gonna have to be careful descending into the landing zone.
Low flying between the buildings. Pull the speed out a little bit. Lower the power so we don't get too much altitude. So that's the next one, so I can get some visual. To hover mode. Vertical speed -10. Keep it steady -10. Down to the pad. Okay, almost on the money there.
Getting a little trickier. The next one's on a rooftop.
Yep, I know. Okay, let's give it some beans. Was much better than last time. It's just once you get used to it, you know, the movements, the slight movements you make, becomes quite manageable. Just hard stopping in one place, especially without using the hover. Pull the speed down a little bit. Try and do this safely. Just get that reticle over the objective. Switch to that. Okay, this looks a lot better than before. Okay, I panicked a bit then.
Nice. Now we're gonna hop from one roof to another.
Didn't need the autopilot then. One move to another. It's over there. My left hand is constantly adjusting power. The waypoint. I'm going to use hover this time because I'm within buildings. I think it's safer to do that. Right below us. Just checking other buildings. Looking good. Left a little bit.
Alright, let's get out of the city. The next one's on a dock.
To the dock. Turn that off. Go to the next waypoint. Fly between the buildings. just got a flashback to that Die Hard scene. Reminds me of fucking Saigon. I was in junior high, dickhead. I think that's how it goes, something like that. Apologies for the language. Was quoting. I don't know if he says that actually. Okay, should we try and do this without hover? Pull the speed out. Nice.
Now for a bit of a longer stretch. We're moving on to the next city.
Next city. Turn that off, switch waypoint. Use a bit of yaw. Oh. Go. And we're moving. Under the bridge, over the bridge, through the bridge. Let's try and go through the bridge. How cool is this though? Get an MP3 player as well over here. Try and go through the bridge. I'm going to try and go along the road over here. Or am I? I'll have to commit soon. I'm going to do it. Oh, we're doing it. Don't freak out now. Come on, Tova, don't freak out. And we made it. Let's get that reticle over there. Looking at the objective. Pull some speed off. Keep our altitude around that if we can. And this is multiplayer, I think. Not tried it yet. You can have someone in the front gunning. Some more speed off. Maybe bled a bit too much speed off there. Try and get that reticle in line with the pad. That panicking. Putting hover on. They messed up there. Okay, coming in for landing.
Okay, this is the final challenge. Landing on the cruiser.
Okay, cruiser. Where's the cruiser? Over there. So what first thing we want to do with this cruiser is get behind it. Because the cruiser's moving. We can't really do hover mode because it stops you from moving forward and the cruiser's a bit too fast for it. Let's get a nice run around here. With this aerial. Let's get in line with it. Okay, start our turn. Lose a little bit of altitude. Can't tell if that cruiser's turning as well, which could make it tricky. And this on, okay, almost lined up with it. Got to match speed. Don't know its speed, but you know. Okay, I like this. To yaw to line up a little bit. Okay, it looks like we'll land up pretty well. Okay, lined up pretty well here. At least as well as I can do. We're gaining on it. I'm not going to go too fast. I think we're at a good speed here, so when we touch down, and let's try to line up just a little touch more. It's looking good. A little bit of altitude so our landing gear don't clip the edge of the cruiser. Fingers crossed the cruiser doesn't start turning. Okay, nice and steady. Lined up pretty well. A touch more. I'd say we're good there for touchdown.
Awesome job. Looks like you've really mastered flying this thing.
And then let's do things properly. Let's power down. What's first? First we want this to come down to off. Don't want to brake yet because they're going too fast. If these turns them off. Let's just have a look at this. Not sure what stage we can turn the rotor brake on. Definitely slowing down. Trying now. Parking brake's on. Rotor brake is good. stop, you're in fold position. And now the cruise is turning. Well, that's good. That off. Yep, that's off. That's off. And main battery's off. I think we're all good. Yeah, so this game is unbelievable. See our flight log here. Save it to disk if we wanted to. Finish the mission. It took 18 minutes, although we did have a crash halfway through. We could do a small arms, a surprise attack, an Arctic assault. But I started playing this game using this one. I think there are some tutorials, some missions. People have made missions as well. I think I've got some custom ones here. Oh, I don't know where it's gone. There was a really good one. Don't know what it was called. Have a quick flight. Yeah, we've got 3 flights here. So this is the Alpha 11. The AV11. AV42, sorry. Now you can put weapons on. You can select what time of day you want it to be. And this one, just to give you, a little bit of information. Oh, how do you turn this on again? So I think you always start with the APU. Main battery. APU spins up. Oh, I can't reach them. Can I reach them? I can't reach him, my desk is in the way. Like I said, there is a way. There's a combination of buttons you can do. Which, oh, sorry, I hit the microphone then. Start one engine. I've done it by accident before, I can't remember what it was. It comes up with a little menu. And you can reset it in your seat. Engine 1 on. Engine 2's coming on. Sorry, my VR's messing about a bit because I've gone out of view. You've got bay doors on this one, which is quite cool. Where are the bay doors? You can pick people up. Engines are on, APU's off. Sorry, I hit the microphone again. And then how do you... So I've got a tilt there I can control with my stick. And I can... take this one out. Cockpit light on. I think I hit the microphone again, sorry. Let me reach him. Just out of reach. Flaps all the way down. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. Reaction control. Light assist you can have on. I think we're good to take off here. Get them on full speed.
Landing gear.
And then we'll go, you can take off. You can land on the carrier, there's a carrier down there. This game is so cool. You can refuel mid-flight. And you can even do VTOL as well. Like I've got a tilt here, so I can tilt the engines, which I'll try and do. Don't know if I'm going to be successful. Just slow my speed right down here. I'm going to do this. I need to be going a lot slower than that. Maybe tilt my engines a bit. And now I'm in VTOL mode, so
Landing gear.
I'm just concentrating. Get my speeds down.
Over T.
Oh, went too hard on the landing. Oh, it did okay though. Put the brake on. But yeah, check this game out if you haven't already. It's so much fun. Once you learn how it all works and everything, and you can actually read it off your desk. It's a pretty good game. MP3 player, and you can put your own MP3s in. You can change the height of all this stuff. You know, auto trim. You got a hook and a launch bar for when you're landing and taking off on the carrier. You've got all kinds of autopilot here as well, which can I show you? There we go. We're taking off there, and if I remember how to do this properly. I want to gain a bit of height first and tilt the engines, and then
Landing gear.
I want it up. So yeah, what you can do is you can have a altitude hold if you want. You can have hover on, which is quite useful. You can do a heading lock as well, even nav as well, so you can set your own waypoints and stuff like that. Well good, so if I try to move now, it'll turn off that.
Autopilot disengaged.
Otherwise it can just pretty much fly itself.
Over T. Over T.
Oh, there's the mid-air. That's the mid-air refueling. Or is it the airwhack? mid-air refueling playing around, and there's an air wacky. Which one was this? Sorry, I'm getting lost in my own video now. So mid-air refueling is somewhere. Might just work. Yeah, I think that's the mid-air refueling. Well, good game this. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here on a nice sunrise. So please have a go at this game if you haven't already. It's not too much money. Let us know what you think. Do you want more videos on this? Do you want some tutorials? There's already a guy on YouTube who's done some great tutorials for these. I can't remember. I'll try to link it if I can remember. Yeah, let us know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.